Oh, don't worry, I ate a peanut. We'll get bonus experience. There actually are potions that you can buy in the game that give you buffs. So it is actually important to pay attention to your food buff. I ate a peanut. They're difficult to eat. Did you know that? Has anybody here tried to eat a peanut? They're difficult. That's a little Gamers reference for you all. But yeah, we're going to play some Rabbit and Steel. This is the newest game by Minodev, if you've ever played Maiden and Spell. Same dev. But instead of PvP, this is co-op, very, very heavily inspired by FF14 raiding, as you will see. It's structured as like a roguelike, so you don't have to farm any gear, you don't, there's like, you know, you don't get the best loot and then use that to challenge harder fights. It's all run-based. And they hooked me up with the key, so thank you very much to Minodev for the copy of the game. I played a little bit of this over the past few days, not like a ton, but wanted to just familiarize myself, because I played the demo a while back, and there have been a lot of changes since then. Generally, it is more focused on, like, doing mechanics properly as opposed to, like, dodging bullets. Originally the trailers and stuff kind of were a little more bullet hell focused, but now it is very heavily, like, mechanics. There is still some, like, sneaky dodging you can do here and there, but it's really tough, from what I've seen. And it's all fully online, so if you want to play with some pals, it is absolutely designed for that. You can have up to 4 people. It is a light party. And, what else? I'm trying to think of anything else I'm missing here. There we go. Get my controller working. So I think the game actually should be fully unlocked now because, it wasn't, I think it was literally like noon 3 minutes ago it got fully unlocked, so you can now play this. I played a little bit, again, offline before just to get myself sorted out. The other difficulties are not unlocked yet. By default, you can't play on like hard or I think it's lunatic or lunar mode or something like that. But yeah, it's a 2D based game. It's not like 3D like FF14, so you get to pick which stage you go to first. Basically just affects which bosses you fight in which order. But we'll just play a little bit of offline for now. So you start by picking a class. No, we actually got the story. I forgot. This, I think it carried over my data from the demo, so it didn't carry over any of this stuff. I didn't get to see it. There is a bunny, and she was sad one day. I'm gonna move this cursor off the screen here. There we go. Get out of here. What if you could just be friends with the moon? What if you just talk to the giant sky orb? Or so they say. Alright, so by default you got 5 classes to pick from. If you've ever played FF14, these are very, 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 very heavily inspired by those classes. Like Wizard is basically Black Mage. You look at the abilities on the left side. Like Black Mage, Wizard has Leylines. You put down Leylines and then you cast spells faster. The nice thing is this game will tell you information about your skills and stuff, so it's like, okay, what does charge do? Because, you know, my Lat Moonburst skill has a charge on my special, which basically just makes it deal more damage. So Wizard is very similar to Black Mage. Assassin, obviously, very similar to like Ninja, Rogue. You got positionals, you hit enemies from behind to deal more damage for your special. Turn invisible, attack, and deal more damage when you come out from being invisible. Heavy Blade, this is like kind of your Dark Knight analog. You do like big wave attacks, and you put down a barrier of darkness to make yourself and friends invincible. You also have like a gap closer that lets you jump across and become invincible, so you can cross through some bullet patterns or attacks if you really want to. Dancer, I mean, it's Dancer in FF14. It is literally like you roll the jackpot, you try and get the jackpot, get your special activated and reset, so you're basically just constantly rolling procs. And then Druid is kind of similar to like Scholar. You have like your, you summon your fairy or your butterfly homies, drop down damaging fields, but at the same time it's a little different. Like there's no dedicated healer class because it's not like you take damage, you dodge mechanics. That's the thing. You either dodge mechanics or you take damage. And yeah, the nice thing is, unlike Maiden and Spell, this is co-op, so you don't need to have a friend who's willing to play against you. You can also play solo if you want. I would say of the 5 here, probably I would say Druid is the most easy, and then Assassin is the most complex. At least the first 5 you start with. There are more classes. The dev has been teasing some of them over the past few months. I think I'll just do a Druid run. So, go over our abilities. So, your square, you have 4 abilities. You have your primary, your secondary, your special, and your defensive. Primary is usually just your basic attack, like it's kind of the thing you do when you don't have anything else to do. Then the Druid's secondary, you put down a damage field. So if an enemy moves out of the field, they won't take damage from it anymore. There are ways around this, but we'll get into those as we play the run. And then Summon Spirit, you drop a little butterfly on the field that shoots automatically at the enemy, so you don't have to worry about that. And then your defensive, pretty much every character, I think by default, they get invincibility when they use their defensives. So that's kind of like your oh shit I messed up button, but certain characters, like for example Wizard, also really wants to use their defensive to get Leylines basically and cast faster, so it's also a DPS increase by doing that. But the Druid's one is strictly defensive, like it increases your movement speed, mobility, and you become invincible. So you're not going to be doing more damage with this by default. And you got some different palettes. Every character has 6, I don't know if there are more. Special, very powerful, defensive, avoid damage. This is just like the training dummy. This is kind of like your lobby for the game. You can test out your class. You get a DPS counter. Skills have GCDs, much like in FF14. So like your basic attack, it's 1.5 GCD. I think that's the same for most classes. GCD is like global cooldown. It just means the amount of time until you can act again. Your primary and secondary usually have like no cooldown or no recast time, it's just GCDs. And then specials are kind of your, this one you can only cast every 7 seconds by default. And then your defensive is usually a lot longer, so this one's 15 seconds. So there are rotations. They will be very important. Generally, I think the plan for Druid is usually just, drop your butterfly as fast as possible, get the field up, and then just start shooting. Basically, repop your butterfly whenever it shows up, because you can have multiple of these out. You can't stack multiple fields. You can't just drop 10 of these, because that'd be way too busted. Anyway, something happened to the city. Everybody is sicko mode now, wants to kill us. So you fight. You only get this little tutorial prompt one time. Once you've played the game a little bit, it eases up. It's not like, okay, you don't have to see this every time, And it's all 2D, you can move freely. Certain spells will slow you down, like you can see I'm using my basic attack here. I'm slowing down a little bit whenever I cast it. This isn't me just like intentionally slowing down, you actually can't move quickly. Like certain spells can, like my butterfly for example, I'm moving at full speed here. Drop the butterfly, and I can still move around at full speed. But my primary and secondary both slow me down, so you have to be careful when trying to dodge things. Or do mechanics. After every encounter, you get a little, result screen. The better you do, the more experience and money you get, basically. So you want to try and do your rotations as best as possible. There is no, like, you don't pick a route or anything, you just kind of, like, go down and counter. So here's a fight, then the next one is going to be a treasure, then 2 more fights, and then a treasure, then 2 more fights. There are boss fights, but right now this is just the first area, so it kind of eases you in. So pop open these treasure boxes, and you get to pick a loot. And if you're playing in multiplayer, there is enough for everybody. Like, you can have 4 people, and it'll have enough for everyone. But the thing is, in multiplayer, you roll on the loot. So if both people want, for example, let's say both people want the meteor staff, that means you have to roll on it, and whoever rolls better gets to take that. Whoever loses the roll does get to pick another item. This is the same dev as Maiden and Spell. Yeah, this is Mino dev. So we can have primary or primary or special inflicting burn. Or increase secondary damage by 20% every 8 seconds. Use your secondary will grant you brief invincibility and erase projectiles in a large radius around you. That could be nice. The thing is, with certain status effects, like burn, for example, you can't stack them. Like, you can't stack multiple things of burn on an enemy, so... In this case, the special would be the most, but even then it's not great, because Druid is kind of about hitting a lot, as opposed to singular big hits, so these aren't like a ton of extra damage. It's basically an extra like 120 or 170 damage every 5 seconds, which is not terrible, but not incredible. Whereas this gives me invincibility, and plus I'm not spending, like I'm not casting my secondary constantly anyway, so it synergizes really nicely with this. Like, it's about gonna be every 8 seconds regardless. So I'll take the Peridot Rapier. Peridot. The legendary hero rabbit Shira. You don't have to hit, like, the enemy directly. Like, as long as you hit this big circle around them, as long as your ability touches that, basically, it means you're gonna score a hit. Leveling up in this game just gives you more damage. It doesn't give you additional abilities or anything. You always have 4. Also, you don't have to wait for the entire, like, XP animation to play out. You can just immediately go on. There's a fun little tower that appears. Don't worry about it. We got mechanics. We got knockback. So the game will tell you, like, what things do. So for here, for example, we want to not be on the bad lines when we get knocked back. And in case you're thinking, oh man, this game seems so easy, don't worry. It gets real. I've played the demo on, like, the harder modes with some friends. There are some real mechanics going on. This is not, like, baby mode rating. In single player, it's a little different. Certain mechanics in multiplayer do require, like, cooperation. Whereas in single player, obviously, you cannot, have multiple people doing stuff. You can play this online. Yep. You can play solo, or you can play with a group. And there's like public lobbies, or you can group up with friends directly if you want to. Alright, let's see. Deal 20% more damage, but breaks if you take damage 3 times. Every 12 seconds, fire projectile that deals 300 damage. Cooldown instantly resets when a percentage chance succeeds, so this would be fantastic for Dancer. Because they have procs, like chance procs constantly. Or just sap. Okay, so for 60 seconds, every attack does 20 extra damage, so this is probably the correct answer. Because Amethyst Bracelet is potentially very strong, but getting hit 3 times is very possible. It has, like, light elements of bullet hell here and there, but, like, generally you're meant to do mechanics and not be dodging bullets. So I'm gonna take the sap necklace. We gotta do something about the big white hell tower. So if I remember, this enemy likes to move around a lot. Yeah, so my fields are gonna be a lot harder to use for the druid. Because you put down a field and then she immediately jumps to the other side. You get some ticks on it, but I don't know if it'd be better to just attack directly. Yeah, again, it starts off very easy, like, the mechanics are super simple to start off with. Because obviously they don't want to scare you off, but they ramp up, don't worry. Neato! Not every target, or not every fight has a single target. Certain fights have multiple. If you're real nice, you can get, you know, your field hitting all of them at the same time. You can change targets if you want to, there is a button for it. But, in normal at least, it's not too bad. Oop. I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit. Like there, for example, if I was outside the circle, I wouldn't be immediately gone. Like, I wouldn't take damage, but I would still have to dodge those shots, which could be tricky. But remember, you can always pop your defensive. You know, anytime you think you're in danger, pop your defensive, and you'll just be invincible for a bit. There are certain attacks that you cannot defend through. Like, some attacks are unblockable, so you actually have to do mechanics for those. Alright, done with the Scholar's Nest. Or no, we were just in the intro area, now we're going to the Scholar's Nest. Okay. So these little yellow crystals down above my level counter there, that's how much money you have. So you get 35 nuggets. He's a shopkeeper. You get one every single stage, I believe. Also, I believe you can pet the cat if you have your mouse. Yeah. Alright, so here at the shop you can buy items, obviously. You can spend money to just level up directly and increase your damage. There are potions you can buy, which lasts... The next stage means until, like, the next full area. This isn't just, like, a single battle. So these can be potentially very strong if you take them at the right times. Or you can spend your money to buy gems for your abilities, which change them pretty significantly. So, for example, buying the emerald for my basic attack, for my primary, makes the AoE smaller, or it makes the range smaller, sorry, but then it also does, like, 50% more damage, which is pretty big. So you kind of have to spec into melee druid almost. It's interesting. Then this one makes it so the field does damage twice over 12 seconds, and it turns into 840 total damage, but then it's also much bigger, but it only makes 2 hits, so if you miss, it's really punishing. This one makes it so your homie explodes rather than shooting bullets, and it does more damage. It also erases projectiles when you drop it down, so it's kind of like a mini defensive almost. And then this one makes it so you can only use your defensive 1 time per fight, but when you use it, it gives you invincibility, and also gives you super mode, which deals 30% more damage on top of making you invincible and moving faster. So this is basically like, you get to go sicko mode once per fight, but only once. So choose wisely. Let's go for the big field. I think we just buy some... I think I'll buy 1 level. I don't want to spend all my money. Alright, so let's see how big the field gets now. Pretty big. That little, like, the yellow one outside the boss, that is my field. Not the purple one on the inside, that's our hitbox. So this fight has gravity if I stand completely still. Like, I get moved automatically. And you do move slower if you're trying to move upwards against the gravity. This game also has some nice accessibility options, like you have the option to just hold down a button rather than having to mash it or press it on the right timing. It has kind of a similar input buffer system to FF14, where if you press a button like right as a skill is ending, it'll just immediately cast with the correct timing. Where is it? Here we go. So you can choose to like hide the HUD when people are close, hide it permanently, or just have it always active. Hide when local players are close if you're playing like online and with someone else. There's a lot of stuff you can configure here, which is really nice. You can also turn off like network player screen shake if they use moves that shake the screen. Change like enemy attack color so it contrasts with the stage more. There's also, where is it? Oh, here we go. So you can also just like turn off the background entirely if you want to. So I have it so it shades out the background basically, which is pretty nice. Or you can just have it always active if you want. It's up to you. Actually, let me... What's this border? I don't know what that border means. And again, remember, this is fully features online, so thankfully not only local co-op, the dev has previously made an online game. I wonder if this game does have rollback netcode, because I believe Maiden and Spell had it. So here, these little chain indicators mean you're locked to that vertical axis. You can move a little bit to the left and right, but you can't move out of that range. Dropping on the field. I do really like that the loot you find modifies your abilities, or the gems you can buy in the shop. They do that. And then the loot you find also gives you, like, stuff to aim for. Like, at the end of the day, you'll still be mostly playing similarly, but at the same time, there is a lot of room for variation, whereas FF14, you know, you kind of have the optimal rotations for each class, and that's it, that's all. So here we get teleported before the circle thing goes off. So you gotta get out of the circle, or you can just stay inside of it, like, there's enough room. Yeah. But there's a twist, look! So here you want to stay in the bad for now, because it teleports you out. Alright. So now we're going to get a lot of stacking stuff, because the circles are going to go off, and then we're going to get teleported. So we want to stay on the right side there. I probably should pop my butterfly. Alright, so we probably want to be down here. So yeah, a lot of the challenge in this game is just figuring out, like, your rotations and doing it while you are getting teleported around and getting attacked and stuff. Again, if you've ever played FF14, if you've ever done raiding in that game, you'll be right at home. Easy peasy. Yeah, the boss shows, like, you can see the HP ring outside their bar. There's a lot of good visibility stuff that wasn't in the original demo. If you played the demo for this, there's a lot that's been changed. I've never gotten the meter to, like, fully cap out. I've gotten close to the top, but I've never gotten, like, a full bar. That's good game face. Alright. We get some more loot now, hell yeah. Alright, let's see. Can you use defensive, apply bleed to all enemies. Afflicted enemies take extra damage for your abilities or loot effects. Extra damage is reduced for allies' hits. Again, we don't really have any percentage procs going off, so the ninja robe doesn't really help us. I think we take the Wakizashi. Because this just makes the primary have potential for even more damage, and that also gives it a conditional, like it gives it a percentage chance, which means we could actually get the ninja robe to work with it if we found another one, but... Good Twiles of Mana. I mean, they took pretty heavily from a lot of the, like, FF14 design, I'm sure. Telegraphed AoE markers and stuff. Alright, area boss. First, something easy. And you know what? She's not wrong. You can get more HP in case you take damage during fights. Like, this isn't... You only have 5 hits for the entire run. It's not that punishing. I just have to be careful not to overcast my field. So get in the circle, but do it after you get teleported. Alright, which way are we getting teleported? Go on the right side. Whenever you hear that little ding, swish, 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 that's my, what's it called? That's my sword going off, my wakizashi. My Japanese sword. So once you've seen the mechanic for the first time, like, it's usually not going to warn you every single time what it does, but it is pretty good about telling you, like, this is specifically, like, a thing you have to do. I don't know if that's a thing on the higher difficulties, but at the very least on normal, it does inform you about what is required. Here we gotta teleport there. Just hang out here. Forgot there's gravity here too. So every area boss has a second form. They're all the animals they are based on. We don't just have like, oh, it's an anime girl and she has like a crow, and she's a crow and she has like wings. No, she's actually a crow. We've gone full bird up. The worst raid on television. But then we also got a little bit of time stop, because why not? Alright, so these attacks aren't going off yet. She's just showing us what will happen, so... You gotta find the right spot that will not get you killed after all these attacks resolve. And imagine, again, this is just single player. In multiplayer it gets pretty chaotic because certain shots will be aimed, for example. And here if you drop them on your party, like, you're just... everybody will hate you. Not actually, but... Alright, let's drop a butterfly before we get frozen again. Okay, so we want to go over here. Because we're going to get teleported into the wave of bullets. So here you can't move too quickly, otherwise you'll run into the bullets. You gotta move slow. Take your time, go slow. What do you got? Okay, we're gonna have to teleport. On normal mode, it's pretty relaxed, like, you can take as much time as you need for fights, but I believe on hard and lunatic mode, there is, like, an enrage timer. I don't think there's a focus mode. Like, you just kind of move slowly with the... I don't know. Look at the controls. Alright, we're gonna have to teleport. Okay, we're on the right side. So we want to be down... Oh, that's right, I forgot I have my little... my secondary erasing stuff and dealing more damage. Alright, cool. Hard mode unlocked. Sometimes you get trinkets from bosses. They're just for, like, cosmetics. They don't do anything. I think most of them can be gotten with conditional, like, clears, like if you beat something on hard mode perfectly or whatever. But otherwise, it's like a chance to drop on certain difficulties. I want to check something real quick. I don't know if there is, like, a focus slowdown button. Attack input. Yeah, I don't think there's like a focus button per se. Again, it's not really so much about precise dodging, it's more about doing the mechanics. It's really not meant to be like a bullet hell game. Hello there. Oh, hey. Uh-huh. Dragon season. Rabbit season. Dragon season. Like I mentioned earlier, there are things you can do to mitigate bullets, like if you're really, really good at dodging. But for the most part, it is intended to be you do the mechanics properly instead of just dodging bullets. Bye. Alright, what do you got? Ooh, golden potion. So these are really good because it's an extra 5 gold every fight. So with the initial cost, that ends up being, what, it's an extra, like, I don't think it counts for the treasure stage, but I believe any stage with an EXP bar, so that's like an extra 12 gold for the next stage, I believe. But then I can also, if I buy that, do I have enough for these? Damage is slightly reduced, but GCD is quickened. That's actually good, because that synergizes nicely with this guy. Because this is fixed damage. It's fixed 50% or fixed 50 damage, so it doesn't matter if we deal less damage with it. Because that's more potential chances to get that tick to go off. You can only have one Gemerald on a skill at a time. You can't stack. Because that would be too busted. Damage, number of hits, and duration is significantly increased, but cooldown is also significantly increased, unaffected by loot that changes the cooldown of abilities. So this basically just turns it into you cast this once every 30 seconds as opposed to 7 seconds, and the GCD becomes 2.5, but then it also hits 10 times as opposed to 4, and it deals a good chunk more damage. These are almost always upgrades, like in terms of, you know, doing more DPS, assuming you are using them correctly. It just is, sometimes can be not necessarily easier to use them. I think I'm gonna go for the Sapphire Primary. And then I think that leaves us with exactly enough for Golden Potion. You can only buy one potion at a time, too. You can't, you know, stack all these. And there are different effects. Like this one makes your AoEs bigger. This one increases your secondary damage. And then, of course, you can always buy a full heal. It's 5 gold each, so not super expensive. But at the same time, money is pretty important. You want to optimize that if you can. Teamwork. So these AoEs spread out after they go off. Oh, 1 second GCDs, I love it. Pretty simple, just stay away from them before they go off. Hey, Sparklade said, as you play the game, you will unlock new, like, passive items to unlock in runs. You don't get them immediately, they are unlocked for later runs. It's, you know, there is no, like, direct, play this run and you're now stronger, you know? Nope, you know. Yeah, that 1 second cooldown thing is really nice. I think this is safe. Woohoo! Cube! Okay, this I think will be a clean oversect, yeah. I said oversect, I meant intersect. Words is hard when you're raiding. Oh yeah, we're doing a lot more damage now. You get a little DPS meter, which is nice. Kind of a good way to see the game does parses for you. You don't have to install ACT. Alright. We got spinners. The other nice thing with the faster GCDs, it also means I can recover from my cast a lot quicker. And remember, you also... Oh, damn it. You always have your defensive. I was literally talking about avoiding damage and then I took damage. You always have your defensive available, so like if you just completely mess up positioning and you haven't spent your defensive yet, you can get away with it. Don't rely on it, but it is an option. The Druids, like I mentioned, is completely defensive. There's no offensive stuff on it by default, so always use it to be safe. Okay, this is the right spot, I think. I'm getting faster now. Oh. I'm completely out of position. But again, my defensive gives me haste. Or not haste, it gives me, like, increased move speed. So I can very quickly get to where I am meant to go. Oh, that actually does damage. I thought that was just a indicator. Okay, I can't actually cross through where she is. Good to know. I'm gonna go here. Just gotta remember, stay in the circle. Because you can see, like, the circle being outside of it does not directly damage you, but it does shoot out a ton of bullets that are very difficult to dodge. So again, you're not meant to be dodging these, like, by instinct. This is supposed to be doing mechanics. I can squeeze one more extra jump there. Get back here. You can also see there's your hitbox. Like, the game will show you where you will actually take damage. So you don't have to guess. That little white circle in the middle of your character is your hitbox. I'm a little low in health. I don't like being at 3. As my DPS in the Treasure Spheres fight. Let's see. Defensive addition deals 100 damage 3 times to enemies facing away from you. That would be really nice for the thief. Or for the assassin, I should say. Primary has 30% larger radius and deals 30% more damage, but stops movement when used. Defensive has a larger radius and invincibility lasts a little longer. Stopping movement is really rough. And the radius doesn't really help me a lot because Druid primary is already kind of small to begin with. Plus my damage is also reduced on the primary. Like, I'm getting most of the damage out of my Wakizashi here. Like, that's getting a lot of bonus. Yeah, we're doing 106 damage with my primary right now with all bonuses. I wouldn't be getting, like, a ton of extra stuff with that. I think I'm just gonna go for the shield. Alright, Ranelli. Nope, she moved. Well, rooting on primary, like, there is kind of like a black mage analog in this game. But it's not... Oh god, you were constantly moving around, huh? But, like I said, you slow down a little bit by default for most of your moves. Like, nothing locks you into place. We want to go... I think I messed up positioning. Oh, no, we're good. Like, you slow down a little bit, but you don't get locked in place completely unless we bought that item. Do I... Oh, I messed up. Thank you, defensive. I want to be... No, I don't want to be there. I think that's safe. Oh god, knockback 2. Okay, this should be safe. So this is the safe spot again. Okay, here I want to be over this spot, I think is the correct answer, yeah. So this one's a lot, because you have to be in the circle and also away from the cardinal directions, but then also be on the right side of the spinning beam. Like I said, it ramps up. The mechanics get very real, and this is only normal mode. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Thank you, defensive. I don't know if she's gonna move again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is safe. I believe for the multiplayer stuff, like, if one person gets knocked out, it is possible to revive them if people survive for long enough. But yeah, black mages do have a Leylines analog, so there is still benefits to staying completely still. Getting charged. Oh, right, this is the one where she kind of goes off screen for a little bit. This is, I mean, yeah. The nice thing is you don't have to grind to actually do the raids in this game. You can just kind of do them. Like, it's run-based rather than you have to, you know, get loot. I want to be over here. I don't want to be over here. I do think the raiding stuff in FF14 is really fun. It's just like, there is a lot of prep time. Oh, I wasted that. That was bad. I didn't need to cast a second field there. The raids are cool. It's just that they are a lot. This game, you can just kind of jump in and get going. I think I want to be here. I want to be up here. No, I don't. Oh, God. I didn't see the second one there. Let's go here. And this should be safe. Getting those Wakizashi procs. So, this isn't actually the first game that I saw that did this, Doc. There was another game called Savage. But, that was like a single player thing, and you controlled multiple people at the same time. It was really interesting. I don't know if the game is actually out yet. I haven't heard anything about it in a while. But yeah, the fact that that's only a single player thing means that it's probably going to be hard to get a huge audience. That game is also like very, it's not run-based, it's more like just kind of static encounters, so there isn't a ton of variety once you learn the fights, which is fine. I'm gonna haste over there. I'm gonna haste over this way. Alright, we gotta go to the middle here, and then immediately go up. We wanna be here. Over here. This is the right spot. I kind of wish my defensive let me do a little bit more damage, because it does seem like the druid probably has the lowest DPS of all the 5 characters by default, I believe. Oh, come on, stop being invincible. Okay, this is a lot. I knew I messed that up. I was just like, I'm gonna hang out here. Oh, right, I forgot about the expanding shots. How much more health do I have, too? Savage is coming out in June. Cool. Hey, Chivo. Oh, I got trinkets. 3 trinkets at the same time. That's surprising. I don't know if those ones were conditionals. Church Mouse Streets. Hello there. Everybody knows about AV. I knew her before she was popular, which makes me the best fan. Alright, I probably should heal up. I think that would be a wise move. We already have gems for these guys. Oh, this one's interesting because it inflicts decay, and it doesn't drop a field anymore, so rather than having to aim the field, it just drops the decay status effect on everyone. Is that correct? Is that really 1,000 damage? I guess that is over 10 seconds, so it is probably pretty close to what I've got right now. More damage range is short, and then this is the one that with the exploding homies. What else we got here? No longer has a cooldown, gains a use every 3 times you use your special. Oh, but you get haste for 8 seconds, though. Kind of want that. I wouldn't mind a more haste, because that also makes my procs on this go off a lot more. Every chance of the Wakizashi. Let's go for the Opal defensive. And I think we'll buy some levels. What else do we got here? Special defensive cooldowns are reduced by 1.5 seconds. Increased movement speed. Vulnerability lasts a second longer. I want the Garnet special. Oh, I can't even afford it. Never mind. I don't want the Garnet special. Buy some levels. More damage is always good. Alright, I'm gonna immediately pop my defensive because I want that haste. Oh, baby, look at that. Oh, God, I'm just shooting them, blasting. I just gotta remember to use my special really effectively now, like constantly. As soon as it's off cooldown, because I need that. Alright, one down. Yeah, that haste is really nice. The only problem is I can't just drop my defensive as much as I would like now, but like for neutralizing bullets, but honestly the DPS will really help. Cooldowns were set at the start of every fight, so there's no sense in trying to like save a really big cooldown for the next one. Just use them. 454 DPS. Heavy! Heavy makes you move a lot slower. Oh, she's constantly moving around, huh? Oh, big! Yeah, I think I'm not even gonna bother with the field. Because I have the really slow ticking field, which means that by the time the tick goes off, she's usually gonna be on the other side. So I'm just wasting cooldowns that I could be spending on my primary and second, or special. Sometimes the DPS is higher when you don't use your abilities. Alright, I remember this one. We got spinners! We follow the path. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a little overwhelming, because now, like, this fight introduces both, like, the buzzsaws and tethers. As long as you stretch the tether enough for the dot in the middle to turn white, that means you're good. And you only have to stretch it enough for it when the spell is actually, like, going off, when the damage is resolving. So, like, here, for example, I'm not actually, resolving the damage. Oop. Oh, I popped my... Wait, how did I not take damage there? I want to go this way, I think. Faster. Okay, we're good, we're good. Woo. And you got double tether, so you gotta go to the middle. I think, yeah, the middle is safe here, but I need to get a little higher, though. There we go. So I was gonna say, we have to be equidistant, basically. So we'll just go over this way. I think I remember this attack is totally safe as long as you stay at the bottom. Yeah. Again, very similar to FF14, the cast bar, like, once it fills up, that is when the attack actually goes off. Nope, we're gonna stay inside here, but at the same time be not too close. What did I get hit by? Did I touch the orbs? I might have touched one of the orbs. Or maybe I was too close to one of the tethers, that was probably it. So this one I think I want to go here first. Yeah, that's the answer. Swoosh over here, drop a field while I'm over here, why not? Here I'm not sure which one goes off first. Okay, it is those ones. Ah, did I miss one of the tethers? Okay, makes sense. Okay, tethers are off. Pop haste again. There is one upgrade I've seen for the druid that lets you have your field like do damage to the entire screen, like it shoots lightning. That just hits everything. That's fantastic for these multi-target fights. So I wouldn't mind slightly more DPS. We'll see what treasure we get here. Doing 250 damage to all enemies when you gain invulnerability. 30% chance of dealing 100% to all the enemies when your secondary does damage. That would have been better with the other gem. Because it only hits twice as opposed to like 4 times or 6 times, so that's way less procs on the Darkstorm knife. Cooldown instantly resets when you gain a buff. I think it's just haste that I can get. Yeah. I think the Sacred Bow is the right choice here. It's a shame we didn't get this earlier in the run, because then I absolutely would have taken that. My special hitting 6 times. Oh well. Let's see how we do on the boss. More knockbacks. Is she in the field? Oh no, she is in the field, right. So here we got knockbacks, and you have to stay inside the field. But then she also drops shockwaves, like, outside of where she's currently standing, so you have to pay attention to those, too. Oh, I didn't even see that. Heavy! Oh, right, I'm not using my haste. Very slow with the ultra heavy. We got the buzzsaws. The problem is I can't use the field super well here because she's constantly moving. I probably will still get her because the orb is pretty big. So do not stand in the bad. Simply do not stand in it. It's easy. Am I safe in the middle? Oh, not here. Not with a tether. Just do a little circle, do a little lap. The orbs. Drop another field. The one nice thing about heavy is that since you're already so slow, like casting spells doesn't really slow you down at all because that's your base speed anyways. Alright. Good King Mogamog, good King Mog. We're gonna be there. Yeah, the all-screen target power-up for the druid is disgusting in this fight. It is absolutely broken. Just melts all the mice, all the homies. It does make the fields a little harder to use, though, unless you have the big one, the all-screen AoE. Oh, am I gonna get her? Okay, I've got her. Interrupted. Oh, love that haste. Love that Goku. Alright, the homies are back. Yeah, let's do it. Stay here. Okay, gotta go just down there and we're safe. Ooh. Pop haste, I need to get these guys down before I get ratted. Yeah, the fields are really hard to use here. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get her. Damn it. I don't know if I could have used my defensive there. Oh, I thought I could go there. I could not. 2 more health, huh? Go this way. Need to get all those procs going. No! Stop calling the homies. Please. I wish I got hit multiple in the field. Ooh, speaking of hitting multiple. Okay, just barely got out of the tether. Thank you, the other step. Thank you, past me, for not immediately popping defensive. Okay. I don't know if I deploy the field. I don't think I do. I think it takes too long to tick before I can kill the mouse. Oh, please be done. Please be done. Please be done. Okay, just barely got there. I'm gonna put down another field now. Giant rat that makes all the rules savage. Okay, I'm gonna redeploy the field over here. I need to work on doing the target stuff, actually. Oh, damn it, I thought I could get across. Have you been kicked out of the game over gamerscore yet? You can't, because you don't farm loot in this game. Like, you do rolls on stuff, which might cause a little bit of drama here and there, if you're playing with assholes. But there is no, like, farming for gear. There's no, like, oh, you're not properly equipped for this. It's, can you do the mechanics? That's the only check. You can play with randos, though, so for all I know, that could happen. Hopefully it wouldn't. Okay, almost got her. Okay, got her. Got a trinket. Defeat Maddie. Oh, you can actually damage her during that. Yeah, it tells you when you get a trinket if it is like a conditional one, but sometimes it is just a random drop, I think. This is why there are luck potions in the game, to higher chances to get... I think it does also increase your crit chance, actually, because crit is a thing in this game, too. Welcome to White Zone. I keep getting the explosion one. I know there are different ones for these, but... when you get items at the end of a fight, everybody rolls on stuff, so that's where the rolling and hatred happens. Deal 800 damage 2 seconds in each fight, lasts until the next stage. Because the problem with this one is that I do have to be a lot closer to the boss, like I have to be more mindful of my positioning. Like this one, if I took this Gemerald to overwrite it, it would then make the bow more effective, because I'd be gaining buffs a lot more often. But then at the same time, I'm not getting the Wakizashi procs as much, so there's no reroll store option, is there? No. I think I just buy the Explodey Boys. Because it is more damage, and I don't have any other modifiers on my special right now. Let's buy a heal, and the rest go into levels, I think. Oh, interesting. This gives you an extra stock. And this one's a chance to get a use every time you use an ability. But we don't have that item that goes off on proc chances. Alright. Fight some swords. Now here you get locked to a specific part of the field, so you can't cross over to the other side. Oh, and didn't see that line. I was explaining mechanics. Please, be nice. Yeah, the explosion isn't super huge either, so I definitely gotta be more mindful of that. Thankfully, again, the hitbox for enemies is the big orb around them, whereas your hitbox is the small orb in the middle of your character. So as long as I'm able to get reasonably close to the enemies, we'll do more damage. Okay, cool. Swords down. Oh, this one might be tricky to use with the exploding butterflies, though. Where am I going? Can I stock multiple casts of special? No, you only get the one. So I was gonna say, I wonder if I could just do that, but you cannot. I'm gonna drop the field in the middle, actually. That way it's probably gonna tag it. The harp. The extra butterfly damage is definitely helping, though. Cleaves. All those procs. Love it. You thought I was joking when I was talking about cleaving Larbird. They don't call it Larbird, but there are cleaves in this game. Oh my god, those get huge! It's like a softened rage. Does it eventually just cover the entire screen? You now have to move to your other monitor to avoid this attack. Alright, what do we got? Every 25 seconds, deal 900 damage to all enemies. Special is a chance of giving you haste for 8 seconds. That could be nice. Secondary deals 10% more damage. Debuffs you place deals 70% more damage. I don't think we manually place any debuffs. Because I think this counts as loot. I don't think it counts as originating from your character, so I don't think that works with it. Yeah, we don't take the Witch's Cloak. The secondary dealing 10% more damage it's okay, but I think Clockwork Tome is the way to go here. Get those hastes. Gonna fight the moon. Of course, it's a moon rabbit. That's their thing. That's what they do. They go to the moon. Good. She's talking to the moon. Be nice. Alright. Fighting Viera. Just avoid these. No big deal. Okay, now I gotta dodge. Now I actually just gotta start doing mechanics. Ugh. Out of the way. Out of the way, moon. Okay, match colors. This is normally taught to you by a different boss, but here we just get it. We are yellow. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Thought it was turning the other way. I clockwise when I should have counterclockwised. Three moves. More than enough to kill anything that moves. Okay, well here we got knockbacks and cleaves and the cardinal directions. So have fun with that. Should be good. Telegon, take me away. Little Zune adjacent. Okay, this is actually the correct spot to be now. It is the happening place where all the cool rabbits are hanging out. Not here though. It is time to use my defensive o'clock. FF4, like, it's not really by way of Toho, it's more just like there are bullets that are technically possible to dodge, but you're not really meant to be dodging the bullets, you're meant to be doing the mechanics. It's just on like a 2D playfield, like top-down as opposed to 3D. Although granted, most FF14 raids just are 2D regardless, because you're never really jumping too much. Oh right, I forgot. I have to get my butterflies closer because they're doing the explosion now. I totally forgot. They don't just shoot bullets automatically. The fucking moon Bunui. This one's a little misleading because the little wave for the attack isn't actually the first hit, it just shows where it's going to go off. It's just usually by the time the wave shows up, if you are still hanging out like right in the middle of it, it's too late. Charging an unavoidable attack. Prepare to die. Yeah, I gotta not use my defensive. I'm gonna try my best to not use my defensive. Yeah, that one you just straight up need to use your defensive to avoid that. But they give you enough time, like you have more than enough time to fully recharge your specials, or your defensives, I should say. Oh, speaking of, thank you, haste. Gonna move a little further away, focus on dodging more because I'm getting lost here, getting caught behind. Alright, she's doing another one. I wonder where we're gonna get the rabbit and steel diagrams that look like shitpost account. Oh shit, here come Pac-Man! Hey Pac-Man, what's up? Okay, yellow. The one really nice thing is the dev is clearly aware that, you know, colorblind people exist, so they give you a shape as well, it's not just the color. Because these would be kind of a nightmare for colorblind folks, so good on the dev. Alright, another one of these guys. Oh, cleaving. Cleaving and also stay in the circle. One. Like that attack, there's no way to dodge that. No amount of bullet hell skill will save you. You just have to be ready with your cooldown. You gotta do the mechanics. Yeah, nobody wants to do mechanics in this economy. Forget it. How are we doing on HP? Oh, she's just going right for it now. Just not even a pretense of building up to it. She's just gonna... We might have... Oh, I think we hit Enrage. Okay, so this one I think I might have messed up by taking the... You need to charge your special by using it, or charge your defensive. Because, yeah, now she's just repeating this, so this is probably, like, soft Enrage. Whew, floof ball. Hell yeah. I love how every boss dies just by, like, spinning off the screen. It's great. Yippee! So I believe there are, like, additional things, because when I fought the boss a second time when I was doing some test runs, she had different dialogue. So I'm almost wondering if there is, like, a TLB deal where if you're playing on, like, hard or above, you fight the actual final boss or something. Yeah, that's your basic run. So once you do, like, a route, you can pick which route you start in now. And we've also unlocked hard mode, so I could try that. Because this one actually adds, like, the hard Enrage timer, whereas if you don't clear, that's just it. Let's try a hard mode run. Yeah, I should have played the Tsukiyomi theme. Damn, I'm a fool. So that was Druid. I might do Dancer. I've had a goofy run with Dancer. Because Dancer is all about getting those procs. So charging, you get, what's it called? 1.5 damage on your next use of that ability. So in this case, your primary and secondary charge each other. And then your special goes off sometimes whenever you know, hit the procs. So it's constantly like, you're pulling the slot machine, but you're also trying to pay attention to, okay, when is my special off? Like, when is my special going? Then also Warcry, you get, like, a damage buff. This is like your damage buff class. Except you don't have to pick a dance partner, you just buff everybody. Because it just hits the entire screen. We'll do Dancer. Let's do the Viera palette. Alright, I gotta have my trinkets, though. So yeah, again, the trinkets don't do anything, they're just for cosmetics. They do a fun little animation sometimes, but they don't give you any effects, because that would be kind of rough. You know, requiring people to farm. You can take a floof ball. And then we should be, yeah, we're in hard mode. So yeah, you can just use your special immediately, obviously, but then you see the exclamation points mean that the attack is charged. So you're constantly switching between, like, using your primary and secondary. I want to say it's like you want to stick to using primary. Because both of these, like, they do have different AoEs as well. You got to pay a little more attention. So for this one, for example, it's like a big oval. So this doesn't hit, like, full screen. This isn't a shot like the Druid has, so you can't be in the corner of the screen and hit stuff. But this one is focused on the enemy and does a pretty big AoE, so it'll probably hit. This one also slows you down, where I believe the big explosion doesn't. So it's more DPS if you can get close for these. And then you've got, you know, your flourish, whatever it's called in this game. I'm blanking on the name. Lily Blossom. That almost hits the entire screen, so as long as you're not, like, right in the middle of nowhere, like, all the way back here, you're probably gonna hit something with it. Let me go run and use the washroom really quick, and then I'll be back, and then we'll do another run. We'll run with Dancer. Give me 1 second. I'll actually run an ad break as well, that way it turns off ads. So take the opportunity, get a stretch, get some water, whatever. Whatever you gotta do. I will be back in just a few minutes, and we will do a Dancer run. Alright, hello, I'm back. And you better believe we're gonna play some more Rabbit and Steel. Okay, so I think the plan is probably start by using Warcry, then pop your super. And then I think alternate between getting charges on your primary and secondary whenever you can. And whenever super's up, pop that. Also, your super slows you down a little bit, so it's not as free to use as, like, the Druid super. Alright, let's see how we do. We're in frog mode today, hell yeah. We got tethers. So tethers means you cannot move too far away from that location. We're locked to the middle of the screen, basically. Pretty easy start. Alright, DPS race on the treasure chest, let's go. Alright, what do we got here? Secondary applies curse, that's not bad. Yeah, I believe the seaside, like the water area, is kind of where they really emphasize learning how tethers work. But you can... most of the stuff is pretty intuitive. Like, it'll either explicitly tell you, or it becomes very apparent within a few seconds. Defensive cooldown becomes 10 seconds. That's pretty nice. Secondary curse also isn't bad. Because I'm basically constantly casting my secondary anyways. But on the flip side, 10 seconds on Golden Grace is really nice. Fairy Spear could be nice, but the stopping movement is real scary. Because you think, oh, that's not too bad, I can adjust, but then you realize how much you are constantly moving around while casting your spells. The radius is nice, though, I'm not going to lie. I'm thinking either Starry Cloak or Fairy Spear, and I'm not sure which. Starry Cloak is probably the safer bet, especially because I'm doing hard. I haven't really tried too much hard mode. Yeah, like here I can't hit her from that circle. Thankfully we can still hit with the special. Oh, rolling those procs, rolling those procs. Love to see it. Okay, not too bad. So yeah, in case you were wondering, like, oh, is hard mode just regular mode with an extra timer? Nope. You get lots of new mechanics and new stuff to do. Alright. Secondary inflicts burn. That's not great, because secondary doesn't do a lot of damage. Peridot Rapier's back, yeah. Problem is, I think I'm going to take damage 3 times in this run. And I believe you only get like 5 or 6 items in a run, so missing out on one is kind of rough. I think I'll just take the rapier. The meter on the right, I believe, is how much experience you get. Like, that's based on your DPS. It might just be like an invisible timer, honestly. Getting it from there. Alright, not too bad. I wonder if it's just like the area bosses that have timers, maybe. Because the mini-boss encounters, I don't know if those have like hardened rages or anything like that. No, it's definitely not a timer though, because that just shows like how many rewards you're gonna get. Still at it. If I can unlock you as a character. Shopkeeper. Let's see, regen. Oh, regen, but you only get 2 health out of it. I think I take one of the upgrades. What do we get here? No longer deals damage, but supercharges your special and charges your secondary 4 times. Deal 85 damage twice in a radius around your target enemy. Charge your primary twice. Oh, this one also stops movement on use. Damage is reduced, but now hits 3 times. Warcry and invincibility for 2 seconds. So this would be the kind of thing that'd be really nice if I was playing online with other people. I think it might be more invincibility time for me as well, because everything does give you invincibility by default, I believe. Yeah. It just changes it from like a little bit to 2 seconds, so still useful, but I think one of these is probably better to take. That is a cat, you're right. You can pet her. Well, you play as the bunny. Everybody else is a different species. Species, I should say. 280. That'd be 420. Just playing some Rabbit and Steel, just enjoying some FF14 rating in roguelike form. Just trying to decide if I want to get my supercharged special and forego like using a primary. I could try and like juice my secondary. Please pet the shot. I just did. See? Or do we get a little more damage on our special? Because I don't have any items that go on, like, specific hits. Let's try going for the supercharged special. Because all we have to do is pop this one time. The supercharge is guaranteed. And we just focus on doing secondaries for the most part. Let's do it. Take 1 level up as well. Alright, so I think I want to do now... Pop that Warcry special. Oh, I forgot to supercharge it, right. Get in the circle. Oh, so this one, this attack, like, it's kind of hard to show, but I'm moving around, like, I have the slow ice movement, kind of like in the Shiva fight in FF14. Also, it looks like the primary doesn't slow you down anymore, which is nice. This is definitely going to take some getting used to, though. I'm just used to using primaries primarily. Nope, that's not safe. Supercharge special, pop it again. Supercharge special. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a little more used to it now. Just gotta remember to pop Warcry before my special goes off if I can. That AoE though. If we get the mouse fight again, we're gonna destroy her. Just hit every homie on the screen at once, maybe even kill them one shot. This is where you're intended to learn about cleaves, I believe. This one, she disappears, and then she does a little trick on you. She switches sides. You thought you were safe from mechanics. You were not. Okay, so I have to be in the circle, but also out of the cleave. Oh, I get to hit all the clones. Gonna be here. Nice. You can't hit her while she's, like, completely invisible, unfortunately. Charge that. Bang. She's moving to the middle. Oh, no, she's not. Was she showing more arrows? I thought she was just moving one square. Or one spot. Oh, geez. I messed up. Okay. So this one, she's moving over here. Okay, she doesn't flip. That's the thing that was confusing me before, I think. Because I was trying to move, like, where... on the other side of the cleave, but at the same time not be there, if that makes sense. Get in the circle. Ooh. Oh, I thought she was moving. Not a great fight. I've had better fights. That wasn't even a full boss, that was just a mini boss. That was just the teach you about cleave mechanics fight. 1830 though, we're getting numbers. Increases special damage by 20%. Every 10 seconds resets defensive cooldowns for you and all allies. Because our special does a lot of damage. Especially because it's supercharged, so we're getting even more out of that. And we get invincibility. The starts battle on cooldown, I think that just applies to the invincibility effect. Might be wrong. And this one's just 900 damage to all enemies every 29 or every 25 seconds. This one's also nice because it means more chances at getting war cries. I'll do the stuffed rabbit. Alright, this one has knockback and cleaves. Oh no. Cleaving knockback. Okay, go there. Oh, this one adds the ice physics too. Oh my god. I'm scared to see what like the end game like lunatic level fights look like. Tornado slash. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try attacking while resolving all these mechanics. I'm getting out of there. Oh my god. So that's what I mean when I say you can technically dodge certain things, but like, good luck. It is not intentional. Oh, I should get shoved up. Oh, she switches sides. Okay. Okay, so I gotta be in between those when they go off. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I may have accidentally made the thing here way more difficult. I do not know how I dodged that. I'm nice. Alright, so we do a little circle. Oop. 3, 4. I should not be alive. I should absolutely not be alive right now. God, that knockback is so rude. 1 second. Oh, I was just about ready to cast my defensive, but didn't quite get it. Right, that was only the first form. It's not even her final form, unironically. Okay, this I can deal with. This is just staying in a nice little spot in a little hidey hole. That's fine. This isn't too bad. I can deal with this. Yeah, this is the one you can't block that I was talking about earlier. Excluding, you know, the final boss thing. We get a little slow motion. Okay, I think this is a safe spot. Now I got cleaves and crossovers, not too bad to deal with. Oh, not safe to be there. Getting a lot of lucky procs on my special though. Feeling I'm getting way more than I should. I wonder if luck actually affects that, thinking about it now. Because there's all the items that make you, like, lucky. But I wonder if that also applies to, like, proc chances. Kind of curious how that works. I also just noticed during some of the attacks you can't even cast your defensive. Like, it gets turned off completely. Oh, damn it. Man. Hard mode is hard. It also doesn't help that I was playing the proc character that was also taking the upgrade that completely changes how the proc character works. No, this game is really cool. Maybe I'll just do a normal mode run again. Be baby while I learn all the characters. Just try another run at Dancer. Play on normal this time. I also like how the easy mode is just called cute mode. You get 8 health. I guess we can start with the Emerald Lakeside. We haven't got to see that yet. There's also more areas, apparently. Alright. So this time, maybe don't go for the complex setup where you have to supercharge your special, but then your primary does no damage. Ah, look how empty the screen is. I love it. No, I'm not getting any procs. I do wonder if there is actually like a luck-based thing. I'm not curious how that works. There was one fight that I did where I got to like 1900 DPS, but that's because it was a multi-character fight. Which is still pretty good, like divide that by 2, that'd be like, what, like 950. Special applies Spark. Primary inflicts Bleed. Increases special damage by 20%. Your special erase projectiles and a radius around you and grant brief invulnerability. That seems really good with how often my special goes off. Spark isn't bad either. Actually, all these are pretty good. Because this just basically turns my special into a defensive move, so I have twice the chances. Like, I can just focus on using Warcry strictly for damage. This also increases the damage of the special on top of that, because that's what, that's like an extra 70 damage. It's nothing to sneeze at. This one is 150 damage whenever you get a spark, but you can't stack it. Let's go for the spark. Because it feels like about once every 5 seconds is roughly what we're looking at. Assuming I don't roll terribly on the chance to reset my special. Which I'm doing right now a lot, actually. Can I have a crumb of reset special, please? Thank you. My secondary applies spark. That's probably actually not good, because then it means we are not stacking it. Every 5 seconds, fire a projectile at your target enemy that deals 120 damage. Cooldown resets every time you use your special. That could be nice. Standing still causes you to vanish for 5 seconds and resets your special. Available every 8 seconds. I feel like standing still is a bad idea in this game. I wonder how long do you have to stand still for is the thing. Take the dagger. Because we're going to be constantly popping our special anyways, so... Okay, 301 DPS. Not bad at all for stage 1. Although it's going to be a little variable because the answer is mostly proc-based. I'm here to speak with the frogs. I feel like Amy's going to be the boss of this area. That's right, I'm here to see everyone's performances and not just to kill the boss. Ooh, golden potion. Oh, not you again. Deals more damage and has a 40% chance to hit twice more. Damage is reduced, but now hits 3 times. I just gotta do this every time I go to the shopkeeper. Do I want the 3-hit? This is just every time you use your special, not every time your special hits, so that's not... Yeah, that's not great. Can I get the golden potion and that? I have exactly enough. Okay, I'll go for that. I'll go for the sapphire secondary. Oh, vocals. Okay, here's where you actually kind of learn about tethers. I'm gonna get in the circle. Ooh. Slow down a little bit. Oh, I'm doing so bad in this fight. Interesting battle theme. Oh, you slow down a lot when you use your special, I forgot. Yeah, dog eggs is an item you can find in this game. Oh hey, it's the friends we fought earlier. Alright, stop moving. So remember, the stop thing, it's only when the bar finishes, that's when the effect resolves. And then this one is keep moving. Now reminder, the moving thing just applies to, like, moving around and not casting an ability. So, like, you can still be attacking if you are still in the correct place, like, as long as you're standing still. Alright, this is where you learn about matching the colors. I almost wonder if I just focus on using my secondary now, because my primary isn't really getting that much more damage anymore. Although I'm still charging the secondary. Probably still going for it, honestly. Still worth it. I just swapped the order around, like I used my primary to charge up my secondary, not the other way around. These ones are the ones that expand outwards, but you also gotta avoid that. Triangle. Get in the triangle. Also, the secondary doesn't make me stop, and I can always pretty much hit with it, so it's... yeah, it makes it a lot better. Okay, I gotta go to red. We go green. War cries up soon. Alright, now we got stepped timing here, so we gotta go 1, 2, 3, into the green, back in the circle, 4, and then match diamonds, that's 5, and then back in the circle, that's 6. Okay. Okay! Still took 2 damage from that other fight. I'm not sure. Sometimes you just heal on your own, and I'm not sure why that happens. Special deals extra damage based on how much gold I have. So do I just stop buying anything for the rest of the game and do a lot of damage on my specials? Or we just go full in on everything procs? Oh, you know what? I think it might be the treasure spheres, actually. Yeah, because we had 2 before we broke it. Good eye. The Royal Staff would be funny, but I do want to show off the Gemerald, so I think I'm going to go for... go for the gloves. Take them gloves. Borg. Yeah, the extra proc chances on my secondary, plus the fact that it does the same amount of my primary now. Alright, keep moving. And stop moving. Then stop moving again. Stay in green. Oh, right, I don't have to stop moving for that one. Green again. That's right, we's dancing. Alright, so here I believe she starts moving, yeah. So you kind of want to move with her tether. Still have plenty of time to readjust, though, after the fact. One, two. 1, 2. Forg. Pop Warcry, get some more damage in. Alright, triangle. Note that it's saying follow this color, which means we're going to do a stepped attack again. Oh, almost certainly, like, on the higher difficulty levels, like, you will absolutely have to do mechanics damn near perfectly. But right now I can kind of get away with being a mechanic slob. But eventually I'll have to be better. Alright. Blue diamond. We're still tethered a little bit too. 3, 4. Throw that out. Another proc. Nice. Love to see it. Would love to get my special cooldown resets on a day. Okay, this is purple, but we also have to get away from the middle, but we're good. Because that was going to be the expanding AoE, so you have to stay right on the edge of the circle. Got a nice chunk of cash for the next stage, though. King's Arsenal. Wait, here it says King's Arsenal, but here it says King's Arsenal. So what is it? Oh, hey, I remember you. Look, I'm playing solo, alright? The game just came out. Be nice. Turns out everybody wants to be the leader. Which makes the position of leader very complex. First rule about Wolf Fight Club. What you got? GCD by 10%. Secondary damage up. Ooh. So this one turns it into a 99-second cooldown, so you basically have to get your procs, but then it does 500 damage instead of 350. Charges your special every 2 times it's used. Ooh, interesting. Not gonna take... I don't believe you get the money back for overwriting a gem. Like, you generally don't want to do that. Damage reduced, number of hits is increased. It's a pretty safe take. Or do we just go on big special? Just go on a big special. Screw it. Can I afford both of these? I could get both. Could get all of my... Oh no, not the defensive. We don't have that one yet. Like, it's a little bit more damage on the primary, but... We kind of have our secondary set up. In a way I like it. Where is it? Then again, we could just take this and kind of play it normally again, like go back to regular Dancer. That would kind of equalize the two abilities. Right now we want to cast our secondary more. Because it is the exact same amount of damage, but it also has a chance to hit even more. Whereas this would make it 150 damage per hit. Honestly, I think I just take some levels. Because, like, this is a pretty safe upgrade, but it's also, like, we don't really have a ton of items that synergize with doing hits. There are items that do that, but we don't have any of them. There's some that's like, if you land 50 hits on an enemy or whatever, you become invincible, something like that. So I think we'll just take some levels. Because that's more damage across the board. Just gonna get lucky with some procs here, but that's Dancer. Nope, almost jumped in the bad. Save here. Nice. 494 DPS. Getting up there. Help, help, I'm trapped on one side of the field. Actually, if I'm close enough to the middle, I can hit both of them with the special. Means our DPS count is going to be very, very artificially inflated during this fight, but it's fine. Oh, damn it. I didn't catch that last bit. Yeah, 753. Should be... Yeah, we'll get a heal by the time we get to the treasure item. Oops. Alright. Now we get to see this boss without going completely ham, which is nice. We actually get to learn about cleaves in a safe and comfortable environment. Actually, I think my primary might be better here for damage. So I can hit multiple enemies with that. Whereas the secondary is only going to be hitting one of them. Down here. Yeah, I imagine on hard mode you probably have to be like in the exact right position as soon as she teleports. I'm not sure, because sometimes she moves 2 spots as opposed to just 1, and I'm not sure if there's a better indicator for that, if it's just like more arrows, or you just kind of like, you option select and go between where the clones are going to teleport and find out where she is. Yeah, one-shot in treasure boxes. Oh yeah, here we go. So this one is every 50 times your debuffs apply deal damage to an enemy, deal 1200 damage to all enemies. So this one really prioritizes dealing lots of damage. Or doing lots of hits, I should say. Primary applies curse. Because each of our hits, I think each of these is multiple hits, yeah? It's just the special that's only 1 hit, but that's not a terrible option. Haste is also nice. Curse isn't terrible, but I feel like it's a lot better in multiplayer when you have, you know, teammates that can also take advantage of the 10% damage bonus. Whereas when it's just with me, it's like, okay, cool, my primary deals more, it applies curse, but then I also have to have a special ready on deck, otherwise I'm getting very little out of it. So I think we can just go for haste. Go to Chrome Shield. Plus then it means more procs for potential finishers for specials. Well, I'm getting really unlucky. There we go. The other nice thing about setting up the secondary here is that since I can move around freely, like, it's a lot more safe than using the primary attack. Yeah, really enjoying that haste, actually. Gotta remember to pop War Cry when I need it. Oh, damn it, I wasted it. The one situation where my special won't hit because it's just completely launched me across the screen. Sucks to suck. Here comes Sif. Okay, now we're getting some more procs. Love to get a proc in a day. I am the same, but a proc has occurred. I wonder if you have to beat it on hard to get, like, lunar difficulty. Probably do. So I think the demo had all the difficulties unlocked, but me and some friends tried it, we did not get very far. I think I remember finding an item that made all my GCDs like 1.1, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is quite a bit. That was really nice. A really good item that I found. Maybe I'll find one again. And that way we just get all the procs. Can I hit her from here, actually? I don't think I can. Oh no, she can be hit, it looks like. Am I dealing damage to her? Oh no, I am hitting her. Cool. I didn't realize she was vulnerable during that attack. I just waited it out when I was playing before. How goes the rating? Pretty okay on normal mode. Hard mode is a lot. Hard mode is a lot to do while streaming as well and talking to chat. Ooh, 2 trinkets. I think those are just random drop chances. I'm getting pretty lucky with trinkets, actually. I didn't get a ton when I was playing some runs earlier. Alright, what do we got? Luck potion. Damage is increased. This one's a nice option because it no longer slows movement. Ooh, 50% chance of resetting. Oh god. So that means the throwing dagger is constantly going off. Temporarily become extremely lucky. Probably just like crits up the wazoo. Because the slowing movement is really nice. I am really tempted to pivot though. How is that how everybody flies? We just got rings. It's fine. Cats land on their feet, it'll be fine. Like, it's not as much damage per hit, but... Question is, do I really want to pivot that hard for this guy? Screw it, I'm going for it. That's right, you're not the one killing them, the fall does. I don't think I've actually done this area early, or late in the game, I should say. It's always been one of the first areas I visit. It's weird seeing, like, these enemies at, like, level 33. Oh god, and with the haste buff, we're even getting more resets. Yeah, look at that, oh my god. This is Dancer Gaming. You just pull the slot machine a bunch, and then the jackpot goes off, and you get 1 billion damage. That's why I love Dancer in FF14. Whereas that time I managed to fail, like, every single 50% roll, damn. Yeah, I think this was the right call, actually. Yeah, we're going up to 544 DPS now, that's a lot. Still requires a little bit of luck, but if we find one of those items that go off whenever we get like a proc, oh, that's gonna be so good. But I am in the circle. Okay, this is a really nice setup, actually. Now, this is podcasting. As a gamer, I love pulling a lever, having a lot of shiny things blink and ding at me. It's great. Sokatoa. Because then it's also popping spark. I know it's not stacking spark, but it's still, like, it's going off a lot more now. Reliably. I want to be down here. $597. The deeps, children. Primary is more powerful, gains a cooldown of 3 seconds, also reduces movement speed. I don't really like these a whole lot. Like, I don't like this. It gives you like stone skin basically. And the movement speed reduction is kind of rough. I'll go for the Dragon Head Spear. Because we're not spamming our primary anyway, so this actually kind of helps us by not dumping primary charges constantly in a weird way. Caw-caw. Hello, Twilly. How would you like to deal with some jackpots? Probably should have... I think we get out of the chain. Yeah, we get out of the chains in time. Good. I was gonna say, I probably shouldn't set up below the unavoidable vertical orbs, huh? Alright, which way are we teleporting? To the left. Just remember not to teleport into the big orb. That's bad. I think we want to be over here. And back under here. Alright, phase 2. Little saxophone action. Get in the circle. Bird with a funny hat. Nobody tells Zune. Alright, time stop. It seems like the fights are still identical, like on the route you take, it's just based on your levels. So they do scale up, so it's not just free. Probably shouldn't be this high up on the screen. Yeah, I could see this fight becoming super chaotic on like the harder difficulties online with other people in it. Alright. Gonna teleport, I think? Yeah. Gotta be sure I'm not teleporting into the orb. I don't think it goes off before, but I'm always paranoid that it will. I love gambling. It's gambling, but the odds are very much in my favor. What if every time you use an ability, it just had a chance to reset the special ability that then does even more damage? That'd be pretty poggers. Pretty poggers gaming. Spin. Just describe Bard? I just described Dancer. Dancer's the one with all the random chances to pop like their super finishers, right? Unless Bard got some new stuff in like Endwalker that I'm not aware of. Vanish and Warcry. That's interesting. I feel like a lot of the defensives, depending on your character, feels like these are really good for playing with friends. Not terrible if you're playing like single, but oh man. What if I made my primary even stronger, but then gave it even more of a GCD? Like, I'm only casting it once every 3 seconds anyways, but do I want that? I do Bard songs at proc chances. Still, Dancer is the king slash queen slash the emperor of proc chance. Yeah, these ones, actually these are, when it doesn't show you a preview window, that just means it is the exact same thing. Like it just rolled the same gem rolled. So I think eventually it gets to the point where your super can then proc other abilities as well. Like I joke, but Dancer is literally just find the buttons that are flashing on your hotbar and press them. And congratulations, you're now playing Dancer at a high level. I think we just take some levels. I think we just full stock on levels here. Get to 52. Heavy. That was heavy. Actually, I guess the primary is better for multiple target fights, but since I have the Dragon Spear, it is not as easy to just spam it anymore. Which is fine, the final boss is a single target anyways. 1411. Granted, that's 2 targets. Remember, chat. Don't artificially inflate your DPS or Revolver Ocelot will know. Oop, that almost hit me. I'm over here now, I guess. The almighty DPS. The dips. This isn't a knockback, is it? No, it's just in the circle. I do love hearing that little click click whenever like your procs go off. It makes that little noise. So when you're just constantly hearing that as Dancer, it means that you are rolling your slot machine really well. Alright, one more treat. What do we get? Primary applies poison. That's basically an extra 150 damage. Or when a percentage chance succeeds, apply poison to all enemies for 5 seconds. Do you want the baby poison, or do you want the big boy poison? And I think we know the answer. Whenever a percentage chance succeeds. Does that ever happen on Dancer? I wonder. How lucky am I feeling? I mean, I have an item that makes my proc chances 50% instead of 30, so pretty lucky. I feel pretty dang lucky. I'm so pleased me. Bear, seek, seek last. Lonely, time to die. Ah, the first person I've met in eons. I'm gonna kill you because I'm lonely. This solves the problem of loneliness. She's moon-pilled. It's alright. She was told it was perfectly safe to look at the moon. It's understandable. Common mistake. Everybody does it. It's too bad that poison can't stack, though, because, oh my god, I would do so much damage if you could stack those poisons. Alright. Okay, let's not go into the orb this time. Let's not touch the moon. I made that mistake last time. Alright, we are yellow. We're on the left side. I wanna go... No, we're blue. We're blue. We're blue. We're blue. Thought I was yellow. I could never, you're right. That's my pit boss counting up all my chips. All the profit I'm making off all these rolls. Alright, cleave and shove. You'll shove me out before. Okay, good. Okay, back in the circle. Yeah, the scissors noise means like some kind of proc is going off on one of my items. Or abilities, I think. That was a weird one. Do I want to be here? Yes, I do. Still want to be here. That's fine. That's gravy. This time, hopefully, we won't hit the enrage. I need that war cry for damage. Alright, should be changing forms now. Yep. Oh my god. The procs! The procs are real. The One Piece. The one proc is real. Ding 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 ding. Winner, Gagnon! Like, it's getting to the point where I can't do my rotations because I'm just hitting the procs too much. Alright, I don't want to spend Warcry though, I need that to survivor attack. Gotta use your defensive there. Oh wait, that's the big one. That's the one that embiggens. Just gotta go safely. Thought it was safe. Oh, you really gotta move ahead of those, actually. Those go pretty quick. I think we got enough time to pop another defensive before she gets another one off. Another, unavoidable. Zero. Alright, triangle. Gotta remember to look at the colors this time. Don't assume you have the same color, Andy, because it's not necessarily going to be the same color. Although this time it is. You're getting lucky. Oh, the poisons. The poisons. Alright, doing spinners. Save my defensive. Ooh, just barely out of the cleave there. A little risky. Okay. Much cleaner that time. Oh, we got the sniper rabbit. Feed 8 bosses. New rabbit just dropped. Because, yeah, the dialogue is different there, so I'm wondering if you fight her enough, like it's kind of an Isaac deal where you eventually get the TLB, or if you just have to do it on hard mode, I'm not sure. Hard or above. I can't imagine anything be locked behind Lunatic, because that's a lot. Like, I want to try hard, but I also am not super used to all the characters yet, and I want to kind of show them all off. So if you keep having runs that just fizzle out at the first area, it might be a little tricky. I can just do random route. What is the line for cute? Play without significant challenge. You just want to enjoy some mechanics, but not a lot. Cute's there for you. Let's do a random zone. Alright, what does Sniper Rabbit's deal? Fire an arrow horizontally, dealing 200 damage, has a cooldown of 4 seconds if you miss your target. Deal 100 damage and inflicts snare to enemies in a radius around your target. Snare deals damage and resets your special upon wearing off. Barrage fires multiple arrows hitting your target 3 times for 90 damage each, has a maximum of 3 uses. Careful aim, gain brief invulnerability and a small boost to your movement speed. Supercharges primary. Oh, interesting. So it's almost kind of like your primary is like your super attack. But then if you miss, it is really bad. What are we thinking, chat? What are we feeling? The only one I'm going to hard veto is Assassin because I tried playing a little bit of her last night. It's a lot. It's a lot to do the positionals and also deal with dodging stuff and then also talking with Stream. We got Wizard, Heavy Blade, we did Druid earlier, Sniper. Pick a bun. Sword? Could do Sword. I like the default outfit. It's pretty good. Wizard is basically FF14 Black Mage, like you put down Leylines so you can cast faster, but then if you leave your Leylines, you don't do as, like, you lose your haste. Heavy Blade is, like, relatively close range, like you can see you have a fairly big swing, and, like, little columnal AoEs, kind of like Dark Knight. And then you have, like, a jump at enemy attack that gives you invincibility while you do that. And then you can put down a Field of Darkness to make allies invincible. And then Wizard is just... You get procs to, like, supercharge your special. But it's not like... It doesn't reset the cooldown on this... Actually, does it reset the cooldown? Hold on. Oh no, cooldown has a 30% chance of resetting when your primary is used. So kind of similar to Dancer, but not quite as proc-based. Because yeah, you wanna charge your special, then use the special, and then start using primaries to reset it. And then whenever you have a chance, use Astral Seal to drop down Leylines and hopefully not have to move. Yeah, we'll do some Heavy Blade. We'll do Sword. Dog Eggs has joined. Just gotta get used to this, because this moves when you use it, the special for her. And I don't think there's a way to reduce the cooldown on her specials, right? Okay, you use Dark Wave to charge primary and special, probably like do that, pop that, bang, get a charge again, do primary, get special going. Okay, I think I got a feel for it. And then just use the field whenever I'm in danger. Let's change our trinkets. We got some more trinkets too. Shines and wilts based off your current HP. Shines when you get invincibility. Again, these are all just cosmetic. They don't do anything. Spins when you deal damage a lot of times in a short time frame. You already have one, but this one's nice too. Never hurts to have more cash. Take the crown. Oh, that's cute. You actually get to wear it. It doesn't float behind you. Alright. Sword. Yeah, like you can see there, I kind of move towards the enemy whenever I do that. So it can be a little tricky if you're trying to dodge something. I actually wonder, I need to do some calculations real quick after this fight. I gotta optimize my DPS. Because this is charge, primary, and special, but it only does 60 damage. So charge is 1.5, so this would be 330 damage. But then it's also, like, I have to use Dark Wave, so I'm almost wondering if it's worth using that. So that'd be what? 330 plus 60, that's 390, or just two of these, that's 440. So I think if I just, like, if I can't use my special yet, like, if there's 2 cooldowns and I still need to use my special, then I think I'm better off just popping Full Moon multiple times. Because that's 220 damage, that's a lot of damage. This is good if I have charges for my special, but otherwise it's not worth going for just charging my primary. I need to do both of them. Really optimize those deeps, get those rotations correct. For 8 seconds, using your secondary will fire an Eldritch Beast towards your target, dealing 250 damage. Starts battles on cooldown. Secondary applies poison. Every 8 seconds, using your special will reset its cooldown instantly and charge it. Ooh. That would make timing my secondary wave a little bit confusing, though. This one's really good because I'm not using my secondary a ton anyway, so getting an extra 150 on a 60 damage move is really good. I think I'll go for that. Because it's also, like, I have a way to charge my special. It's not like this character doesn't have a special charge. So I'm not getting as much benefit from that, that charge on my special as other characters would. Plus, I usually start off with my secondary anyway, so just immediately start by applying poison. It seems good. I wonder how far the special goes, actually, like the jump. Just gotta remember to reapply poison whenever it wears off. Alright, what do we got? Crits now deal 175% extra damage instead of normal 75. Oh, this would have been incredible on my Dancer. Because this is when your secondary does damage and it hits multiple times, so this would have been stupidly good. I wonder if there's a way to, like, reliably get crits more often outside of, like, the luck buffs from potions and stuff. I don't think any characters I've seen, I don't think any of their mechanics involve crits, like, directly. It's just, it deals more damage, but crits I think are separate. Actually, Purification Rod is pretty good, I think, because we deal a lot of damage anyways. That's probably really nice for Heavy Blade. Okay, I don't want to use my special just yet because I'm going to jump out of the circle if I'm not careful. Seems like it halves the distance between you and the enemy. Roughly. I feel like I definitely need to get better at just using my defensive. Not even just to avoid damage, but I can use it in, like, an offensive capacity. Just, like, not even have to worry about avoiding an attack and just stand completely still, deal a lot of damage, you know? Thoughts? Good chat. Oh, hello. I'm assuming these little story bits are also unlocked between runs. Little bits of plot here and there, if you're in for that. Alright, what do we got here? We do have a golden potion. Erase. Okay, so this one gives everybody, like, it just is an instant cast invulnerability. They don't have to stand in the field. Consumes all uses of the ability at once, hitting once per use. Has a cooldown of 4 seconds. Oh. Hang on, I need to think about this. Yeah, like her special gives her iframes so you can jump through attacks. Supercharges your primary and special, no longer deals damage, gains a cooldown of 6 seconds, slows movement on use. That could be good. If GCD is global cooldown, it's basically like a period where you cannot do anything else after using a move. So for example, my defensive doesn't have a GCD, which means that as soon as I use it, I can immediately use one of my moves, like my special attacks or whatever. Whereas these ones have a GCD of, 1.4 or 1 second, which means that you can't do anything else. Like any kind of move, you can't do your defensive, you can't use your specials for 1.4 seconds. It's separate from a cooldown. Cooldown is basically just how long until you can use the ability again, whereas these are just, they don't have cooldowns, but it's the GCD instead. Very similar to FF14. Damage and radius is increased, movement speed is moderately decreased at all times. So I'm really going to rely on my defensive stuff if I'm not careful. I do kind of like the idea of this. 6-second cooldown. I'm going to go for it. We'll get the golden potion, get a lot of cash next stage. Actually, we could get some... we'll save some level ups. We can always buy more later. We're still pretty early, so it's not really hugely important to get a ton of level ups right now. Alright. Okay. Oh, but that doesn't inflict poison anymore. Oh, damn, that kind of sucks, though. I didn't realize it would do that. I guess it has to physically hit for the poison to go off. So we're kind of wasting the potential of that item, unfortunately. The numbers, though, goddamn. 812 damage on a primary attack. Oh well. I almost wonder in that case if it's better to just go for always supercharging your special then. Nah, I probably still do want to use specials in between even if they're not supercharged. Yeah, thought about a sword, now I can't deal poison anymore. Sorry. Big hits. Big doinks. But I do really like how the gems, like, significantly change the way the character is played. It's not just a matter of, like, solving the most optimal rotation for your base kit. It's like, they will change over time if you want to, but you also have to think about how to weave those into your other abilities. That's kind of how the game gets away with just having 4 actives and not being too simple. Because they change. Yeah, honestly, I think I might be better off just waiting for the supercharge when they pop up. There might be like a bit of a weird overlap window when it's fully charged and I don't quite have it, but I think for the most part I'll get away with this. Alright, I want to be down here. Crow's trick. Alright, we're gonna be over here. Oh, damn it, I went a little too far to the right. Excuse me. Alright, got another teleport. This is probably the correct place to be. Oh, right, I don't want to move. I don't want to move into the stuff. Do not step into the bad. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Oh, I was still a little too close, damn. I wanted to try and hit with my melee. Sokatoa. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Oh, damn it. I'm doing really bad on this boss. It's not even, like, super hard. I've done this a bunch. This was one of the bosses in the demo. Shouldn't be that hard for me. I'm thinking about sword too much now. This sucks. Primary GCD has a 50% chance to be 0.8 seconds instead of its normal amount. Ooh, I like that. All GCDs are shortened by 15% and your movement speeds increase significantly. Ooh. If you use your defensive, this effect ends until the end of the... Oh, I see. So, if you use your defensive at any point, then you lose that effect. So it's very good as long as you do not get hit. I'm still... I kind of feel like I want to go to this, though, because... like, these two abilities, these are hard cooldowns. It's not like GCDs. Like, it has a GCD, but I'm not going to be, like, spamming this ability a lot. I almost think the katana might be better. Because half of my moves are off the... not off the GCD, but they have recast times. No, you can get hit, sure, but you don't want to be doing that. I think I go for the katana. I think I would go for the boots if I still had my regular Dark Wave or whatever it's called. But since it now has the 6-second cooldown, I'm gonna go for this instead. Because my primary, like, it doesn't have a cooldown, it's just the GCDs. So I can spam that for free, basically. Just start swanging. Plus then I don't have to worry about ever getting hit and losing the effects of one of my bonuses. I don't remember if your defense... okay, no, they don't break, like, movement impairment abilities. Wasn't sure if they did or not. Alright, which way are we teleporting now? To the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. I'm gonna wait until I teleport before I use my special. A simple solution. Alright, so we want to go up here because we're not going to teleport by the time the moon hits us at the bottom. Get to the other side, but don't go on top of the bullet. Oh, do I even slow down when I use my primary? I don't think I do. That's actually really nice. Alright, phase 2. Bird up! It's too bad I don't get the poison on my secondary anymore, but it's... I'll manage. I just heard my phone go bing bong at me, and I'm not sure if that was because I got a text message or just a random notification. Ah, just barely missed getting the special off before she's time stopped. The old galaxy stop. Alright, I'm gonna go down to the bottom. It also makes my primary just a lot more spammable in general when I'm not really sure what I should be doing. If I'm just trying to like move around, do an attack or something. I can just kind of orbit down, hold down square, and get some decent damage out of it at least. We gotta teleport right. Okay. Can't go too far with this. I have to remember to be popping my secondary like anytime it's off cooldown basically though, because it's so infrequent now. Alright, we're gonna be on the left side, teleport into the middle, but not too far on the left side because then I get touched by one of these orbs and die. Literally die, just in one shot. Instantly obliterated from existence, it's gone. Maybe over here. Just barely made that, damn. Why are we beating up this bird? Because she's sicko mode. She's moon-pilled. Everybody looked at the moon and went sicko mode. Through that. Alright. I feel like my DPS could probably be a little bit higher, but that's probably because I kind of messed up my poison interaction there. I didn't realize it was going to do that. Lots of cash now, though. The spell. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, GCD is even faster. 1.1 seconds. This actually feels like kind of a waste. Not like a waste, but it's kind of like stepping on the katana's toes here because this turns it to 0.8 seconds, so it's like a 50% chance to be slightly faster as opposed to a 50% chance to be very faster. That's right, we're not actually beating them up, we just break their rings. That's why they fall to the ground. It's not just a cute little animation, they are actually like going to hit the ground at a very painful speed. What's the defensive? Alright, this is just the global invincibility now. I think the Sapphire Spinning Leap is better. I don't think I need to heal. Because this also means I can kind of freely use the special now between phases. Oh, I want to go down here. Rather than having to always wait for my special, like I can easily weave in a freebie. here. Already got you, damn. Just barely alive. We're not that high up, right? Probably doesn't hurt a lot when they fall, right? This is not safe. This is safe. Somehow. I gotta get out from here. We're good. It's fine. This should be safe down here. That's right, they just blow in their thumbs to reinflate, and then a piano falls in their head and their teeth become piano keys. Excuse me. Still got this dang cough. Alright, we're doing spins. Can I attack you safely? I can. Cool. Just have to be careful not to get too far away, otherwise I might accidentally jump too close. I think there are definitely like stacking mechanics and stuff for multiplayer. It's just since we're single, obviously it's not going to be happening that much, if at all. I don't think it would happen in single player actually, because it does adapt the mechanics for single versus multiplayer. It's not just for you know, one difficulty fits all. I'm just gonna. Oh, I didn't have my defensive. It didn't last that long. Damn. I gotta get over here. Pop a double special that time. Beep, beep. I want to be over here. No, I need to be over here. Thank you, defensive. There's a little bit of wiggle room to make mistakes, but not a lot. Ooh, okay. I always miss the circle in this attack. That's what always messes me up the most, is remembering there's a circle there that you have to stand in as well. Oh, I didn't mean to use my defensive, oops. Oh, damn it, I'm getting too far behind. Okay, I think there's a loot orb coming up, yeah. I was gonna say we're coming a little low on health here. Actually, I have to remember my defensive doesn't actually give me any damage. Secondary, not making that mistake again. Special applies spark. Bleed is 20 extra damage per hit dealt for 10 seconds, which we're not doing like lots of individual hits. Like the 300 damage is okay, but I think I want to go for Spark, because we're using special a lot more too. I think the synergizes better with what we've got. We can pretty reliably reapply Spark now. I dare challenge you. Big orbs. Also, I don't think I mentioned it, but bosses themselves don't do contact damage unless they have specifically an attack that specifies it deals contact damage, you know? But yeah, you can cross the entire screen and get at enemies with the heavy blade, which is pretty cool. Alright, this should be good. So I want to be here. I want to be here, but not that low. Mithril Flare. This one, where do I want to be? No, I don't want to be there. Keep popping defensive too late. Okay, I want to be on the top. That's where I want to be. Not that high up, though. I forgot about the other one. There's a lot to take in. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Tanks adjust. I'm about to die. God, she still got the second form, too. Alright, here we go. Just gotta be nice for the rest of the fight. Oh god, this is hard to hit with melee, too. Like, her hitbox becomes huge, but then she also shoves you back constantly. I wonder if I can hit her on the way back. I think you can when she's flying around. I want to be here. I'm trying to keep my like special and defensive on cooldown, like ready to go in case I need them. Because she do like to shove you around a whole bunch, case in point. Did I hit it there? Oh, I was supposed to go to the bottom left, not top right. I messed it up. Damn. Boss got hands. Especially against a melee class. Do I try hard again? Let's do hard. Let's try one more run at hard, and we'll try sniper. Because she wasn't in the demo at all. Okay, so probably start with careful aim into arrow shot to start off a fight, and then spend some barrages, pop snare, or maybe I do careful aim into arrow shot, into rabbit snare, into barrage. Because snare doesn't immediately start recovering special uses, it's only after you do it. Okay, so it is like a full screen instant shot thing, but do not miss. Pop a snare and then drop some barrages. Okay, cool. Barrages are like anywhere. And then just drop snare as needed, pop precise aim. Okay. I think I got it. Let's try this again. Ooh, railguns. Can I snare both of them, actually? Actually, I want to try and get like this. That way I can get the multi-shots. That's more damage. That's better deeps. Is snare? I think snare is an instant hit, actually. It's not like the field like the druid has. Alright, what do we got here? Primary applies curse. When you use your defensive, apply curse. This is a 10-second, that's 5. Or every 10 seconds resets defensive for you and all allies. Ooh, this would be really nice in a group. I mean, primary curse isn't bad. But then again, I'm also using my defensive pretty commonly, so maybe I'll just use that. But this is easier to, like, plan out, though, because what's the time? What's the cooldown on this? Oh no, it is a 10-second recast, actually. So that actually synergizes really nicely with that ability. Because you can't reset status effects by reapplying them, like it doesn't reset the duration. It has to completely wear off before you can reapply one. So that actually synergizes perfectly with the defensive. We pop that immediately and then we're good to go. Nope, I missed. Oh, I missed. They said don't miss. The snare is going to be tricky to weave in, though, like, mentally for me. Oh, I don't want to be there. God, that knockback. This is the first area. These aren't even the area bosses. These are the mini bosses. These are the baby. I wonder if on hard mode you get less HP from an orb. No, you still get 2. All of your cooldowns are reduced by 3 seconds. If you use a defensive, this effect ends until the end of battle. Well, I don't really want to do that, then. 100% chance to succeed, deal 200 damage to all enemies. Oh, this would have been so nice on the Dancer. Oh my god. Just every time you use a move, there is a 50% chance that it deals an extra 200 damage. That would have been stupid. We don't have any... Yeah, there's no conditionals here. There's no percentage chance. So I think we take Bloody Bandage, because I'm absolutely going to be using steady aim a lot. Or careful aim. Plus, that's specifically cooldowns. That's not GCDs. So, like, it makes Arrow Shot easier to reuse and Barrage, I guess, but... Yeah, I really don't want to be losing careful aim, I think. Take the bandage. Alright, I gotta start by using Snare. Cleaving. Cleaving and Ice Physics? Oh, I missed. Okay, it looks like Snare doesn't slow you down at least. Oh, I moved bad. I'm somehow not dead. There is auto-aim. I think there is an option to, like, free aim if you want to, but... I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's a great idea. So I think, yeah, you can do free aim. Well, this character can only shoot horizontally anyways, so... Or maybe if you do, because I know you can do, like, WSAD and, like, mouse control as well. Maybe you can't do, like, targeted shots, I don't know. But yeah, it also supports, like, mouse and keyboard, but I'm playing on controller. Alright, let's see what the shop has. Okay. You tried to teach me about cleave mechanics, but it was hard mode, and I got destroyed. It seems a lot of people want to fight Marin today. I regret to inform you I will in fact interfere. I wonder if the NPCs actually are kind of a hint to what you're going to fight coming up. Alright, we got a golden potion. 10% chance to Omega charge your primary when it hits an enemy. Oh man, triple damage. Snare. No longer deals damage, restores one use of your special and supercharges it. Ooh. This one makes the shot bigger, but then more GCD. Now grants tranquility, wears off if you move too far. Huh. Greatly slows movement. Oh, it's only 8 seconds, though. It's not like a permanent buff thing. I thought it was like, as long as you didn't move too much, you got to have that buff forever, but that makes sense. Otherwise, it would just be a better wizard. I kind of like the idea of this. like supercharging my special. This does have a cooldown. Yeah, I think I might just go for this. Play it safe. Take a golden potion as though I'm gonna be able to make it. We'll see. I would like to at least beat one area boss, but we'll see. Oh, these are popping in order. So I could do like this. Nope, not like that though. I forgot about the ice physics. One, two, three, four. Okay, that's safe. Okay. Oh, wow, yeah, this is hard with the ice physics. You can just wait here until the end. Move up. It's a lot to take in here. There's a lot of mechanics I gotta remember on top of doing things. Alright, we're getting shoved. I wonder if it's better to go for barrages or just try and reset cooldown. Like, just constantly spam, what's it called? Primary, as long as you're able to. I'm gonna look at the numbers. Oh no, she didn't autocorrect. They moved it last second. Okay, mashed one too many times there. Let me see. So barrage on its own is 270 damage, I should say. No, this is more damage. Okay. You just do not want to miss. I think that's the order of operations I want to go for. Okay, so I think I want to be here, yeah. Wait, did I? Oh, because she was invisible, right? Okay, so right, you can't hit her while she's invisible. Just gotta wait, I gotta be patient. Okay, so she's gonna move here, but I don't want to go too far to the right, because then I get caught in the blade. She's going down, so I want to stay at the top here, but also not too far away. Damn, she keeps vanishing. Let's option select here. I'm not sure if there is actually like a way to tell whether she's going all the way over or just a little bit. Okay, she's not moving. Sometimes she does a little Joker's trick on you. Here I gotta move, and I also gotta be here, and I gotta be further down. Here I gotta be up. There's a lot going on, gamers. Oh no. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. I'm gonna wait a second so I can get all the hits. Okay, this is, you gotta move while this is going off. She's not actually moving. Whoop. Do a little fun dance. I guess you could also dodge between them, because it seems like there is just enough space. But it's hard. Damn you. Alright, I gotta be over here. I'm gonna be down here. God, some of these fights must be nightmares on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, that time she only moved one. That time was 2. I think the arrow was the same, right? Like, I think it was just an arrow, so you probably have to option select and just go to the middle. Oh, you can multi-charge your special, I just noticed. Defeat your foe. Oh, we hit the enrage. I've been playing like doo-doo, so we have hit enrage at this point. Yep. Damn. Probably not the best plan to try hard mode with a character I've never touched before. Also, the character that is constantly teleporting around. Well, no, I know I have to watch the other two. I'm just saying the one that, like, when she moves around, like, sometimes she moves 2 spaces over and sometimes it's just 1, so I'm not sure if there's another tell for that or if I just have to option select it. Because it seems like option selecting is pretty safe. Like, as long as you stay in the middle between, like, you'll be safe. It just, you have to be sure to do that, which I didn't. Because I thought she was just moving 1 space. But yeah, that's Rabbit and Steel. Really enjoy this game. Like, I played a lot of the demo. I've been looking forward to this game for a bit, because Maiden Spell, fantastic game, but it's a little harder to play with friends because the skill floor for that game can be pretty high for folks who are into shoot 'em ups, whereas this is a lot more like FF14 rating, and you don't have to play on the hardest difficulties. It's not like easy, but it's a lot more casual than Maiden Spell was, so. Plus you can yell at your friends when they roll in the loot you wanted. But yeah, that's Rabbit and Steel. Again, thank you to BinoDev for the key. Really appreciate it. I was probably going to buy this game anyways, but I saw, hey, you're giving a key out, I'll take it. And yeah, I hope you all have a nice weekend, because it is Thursday, and I'm probably not going to be able to stream. I'm going to host you over to Minimat. He's playing Pools, which is actually a game I saw a trailer for that looks really cool. It's basically like you explore a bunch of like liminal pools, liminal space pools, and I think I remember seeing the trailer mention like it doesn't have any like jump scares or anything. It's not meant to be a horror game. It's just like a weird kind of liminal space exploration game. But for all I know, there's, I don't know, fucking skibbity toilet hiding in one of the pools. Who knows? But yeah, go enjoy Minimat. And enjoy your weekend as well. Hopefully we'll see you all on Monday. Tuesday might be a little tricky to stream. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. We'll have to see. Because I might have to pick up my folks from the airport. So I may or may not be able to stream. I will post on Twitter and on my Discord and all that if I'm unable to stream that day. Keep you in the loop. Although, man, Twitter is getting rough to use. Apparently Ty got his account locked because he was telling people off for trying to defend infiltration. But yeah, go check out Minimat, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Take it easy, gamers.